Caught us at that perfect time again. It's another shark movie. Who could have guessed? And today's shark scale movie is Dinoshark. I've been meaning to look at this one for a couple of years now, but here we are with Dinoshark. Let's just get right into it, yeah.
Oh, you can barely see it.
Dinoshark starts out with an iceberg falling into the ocean thanks to global warming, and a tadpole baby thing swims out of the iceberg. 3 years later, this thing is fully grown, it seems, and wouldn't you know, it's a prehistoric dinosaur-shark hybrid. Meanwhile, off the coast of Mexico, we have our main character, Chet, who has just come back home after not doing so hot. He gets his boat back and, well, is just going to try to make some money or something. Well, this prehistoric shark shows up and starts wreaking havoc, and I'm pretty sure you can guess what happens next. The story is just, well, one word: bad. There's really no other way to put it. From its underdeveloped characters to the Dinoshark's existence, there's just nothing of substance here. There's nothing even decent here. It's just all bad. The motivations of the characters, or really lack of motivation, the various plot holes, the dropped storylines, and the amount of storylines that legit just have no proper payoff, conclusions, or even development. Like, it's just bad. Every character, every reason, everything, it's all bad. The way the shark is even here is bad. The exposition they give is bad. The way a lot of the movie is filmed is bad. The editing is all over the place, changing angles every like 5 seconds like it's WWE or something. It's bad. There is so much B-roll footage of like Mexico. It's like this is an ad for Mexico, it seems, at some points. The way the story progresses is just awful. They try to introduce like sub-characters and the plot just goes nowhere. It means nothing at all. It's all pointless and the end of the movie is horrible. Bad, 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 bad. End of story. In terms of how often the Dinoshark is on screen, it's pretty bad also. It's not on screen a majority of the movie. It really isn't. It shows up a few times, yes. At the very beginning, maybe like twice in the middle and a few times at the end, but generally, yeah, it's barely on screen. It's just not good here. It's inconsistent, and for the time it does show up, it's pretty quick. It's pretty much a blink and you'll miss it kind of thing. For a movie called Dinoshark, you'd expect it to be on screen more. Honestly, it could have been worse, I will say that, but it's not good. Whenever it is on screen, the CGI, yeah, even for 2010 wasn't that great. Nowadays, it just looks awful, but you gotta give some credit. Again, the movie is 10 years old. Still, it doesn't look very good. Looks incredibly budget and just poor. The shark is stiff as hell, repeats some animations, and honestly, it doesn't look like a shark, it looks like an alligator. After looking up the movie, this was supposed to be an alligator movie and not a shark, so this makes more sense. Still, it doesn't look that great. And any special effects that aren't related to the shark, alligator, whatever, it looks like crap. They look terrible. These muzzle flashes, horrible. The water effects, terrible. Rockets, explosions, even worse. It's really low quality. The kills look incredibly stiff also, and when the Dinoshark just straight up destroys a boat, the boat just disappears, like it's that lazy. In terms of the kills themselves, it's not good either. I will give credit where it is due. Some of them are decent to good even, like the one with the guy in the air is pretty good. I was shocked that actual kids die in this movie. Very rarely, if ever, children die in these movies. It's just like, why would you do that? Nobody wants to see the children get straight up killed. It's just not right. There's even one scene where they show a kid who watches his parents get killed by the shark. Okay, I take it back with what I said earlier. The kills, they're just bad. They're generic, lame, uninspired, and just straight up wrong. The only good kill in the movie really is the guy in the air. Everything else sucks. It's nothing you haven't seen before, and it isn't done in any interesting way. I guess the gore isn't that bad, but the kills themselves, yeah, there's really nothing to comment on here. Speaking of nothing to comment on, we have the acting. Now, it really is what you would expect. I'll be honest, the main guy actually knows how to act, and has been in other roles besides this. I'll give props to him, he's decent. Everyone else is absolutely awful. It's like it was their first time acting though. A lot of the people just sound like robots, have inconsistent accents, straight up fake accents, and the dialogue is just terrible. Like all the dialogue is just straight up not good. It's extremely basic, bland, generic, benign, uninspired, boring, and just not engaging in any way. It really felt like they grabbed random people off the street, had them act, and they just went with it because there was just little to no acting here. It was people acting like they were getting killed. Yeah, no, that just wasn't good. It was super forced, stiff, awkward, and really I'm just getting tired of throwing these negative connotations to throw at it. Just know it's not good. When it comes to the movie, yeah, it's just not good. The movie sucks. This movie sucks on a number of levels. The effects, the kills, the acting, the story, yeah, it's all bad. But even worse is that it's not funny. It's not so bad it's good, it's just bad. I'll be completely honest with you guys. The first time I watched this movie was with one of my friends. We both actually passed out. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making anything up. We legit fell asleep and woke up when the movie was just about over. I never fall asleep to these movies. I've seen more of these movies than anybody else. How did I fall asleep to this movie? Well, I did. So I watched it the second time, and this time I watched it with a few other friends, and again, no lie, no exaggeration, one of them fell asleep as well. I didn't, but he did. So I think it's pretty safe to assume that the movie is just boring, straight up. There's just nothing else to say about it than boring. It fails to engage the audience in any meaningful way, has too many subplots that go absolutely nowhere, and I didn't even bring those up in this review because there's no point. If the movie doesn't care about them, why should I? The premise wasn't even that great, and the way it's executed is even worse. This movie's just a waste of time. It absolutely is. It also has children getting killed in that, which is just not right. I can't approve of that. I'm not sure if it's just me either, but the lip syncing in this movie is just like not correct with the audio. It's almost like it's dubbed. Like, what the hell? They also have this clearly Jaws ripoff music, just makes me groan even more than laugh. The movie has far more negatives than its one positive, being the one kill in the movie I liked. But that's really the only positive. It didn't make me want to stab my eyes out, but I certainly wish I was watching just about any other shark movie. Which is why I really wonder why this was requested. I have no idea, but I've looked at it now. The movie sucks. It's pretty obvious what it gets on the shark scale. It gets a 1 out of 5 and is shark crap. It's not worth anyone's time. It's best left forgotten. Happy 10-year anniversary, you piece of crap. Alright, well, if you like this video, you know what to do. See ya.